The problem with me for the past few days has been looking at everything as if they are owed to me. And let me explain. Owing yourself to someone is like telling that someone that I am going to give you this and you have to give me this in return because this me giving you is a burden for me. So if you do not take that and you do not take that with respect enough to change, then that is you just not fulfilling my burden that I have taken. So, all these self improvement things that I've been improving on, it's like this concept is something that I am owed to. If I do not do uh, justice to a certain concept, what happens is that feels like a burden to that concept if I do not follow that. And that is me not fulfilling following that concept. And that is just a waste of both of our energies. So I do everything in my power to fulfill that concept. And if you're in the same wavelength that I am here, this may be you too. You may find yourself constantly improving and constantly searching for new concepts, but then you relapse and then you find yourself thinking about how you can action more to actually fulfill that concept. But let me ask you a question. What if this owing feeling that we feel so much, right, wasn't meant to be felt? And this goes much deeper than you think, because this owed feeling, what it stems from is that it stems from this give and take exchange that has been happening through social media and increasingly in connections in real life as well. It's like if you do this to someone, then that person has to do this to you. And that's just the simplest way that I can put it. But in social media, what it has turned into is that every single thing that is sold by successful people, by people all over the world, those are things that they have thought and have experience in. So it's like it's a burden to them if you do not fulfill it. It's for selfless people like me, that is what happens. Because then, more importantly, more than how much you can give to that, it becomes about how much you are failing to even grasp the idea of how this person is living their life. But it's not your job to grasp an idea that another person has told you. It's your job to listen, sure, but it isn't your job to really do anything. Your only job here in connection specifically is just to live, right? It's just to, how can I put it? It's not rosy. It's not something that can be explained. It's not describable. And you can only understand this when you stop depending upon concepts that you think will change your life. Once you stop depending upon, if you do this, then you'll get this, or not even that, it's just this mere subconscious fact for most self improvement individuals. It's this fact that if you constantly be consistent, let's say, that's a healthy thing, right? We presume that it's okay to be consistent because that is going to build up, and that is true. But subconsciously, what is happening is that even though you're trying so hard to be consistent, it's like more than actually doing the thing, it's you being dependent on this consistency. Oh my god, consistency, just help me find, just help me do this thing, just how can I reach you, right? It's a constant battle. Even if you do not uh, go on social media that much, it's just a battle with yourself. Why am I not being able to do this? How can I do this? Consistency, please come to me. Money, please come to me. It's that's all. That also goes into the law of attraction. But the thing is, this concept is not owed to you, and you do not owe this concept your full fulfillment, because your fulfillment is separate from a concept. Your fulfillment in this life is separate from a rose colored concept that if you do, you can get something. Or if you do, you could get something, but you're still going to be in a rose colored concept. Do you want to live a life that is real, that is the actual thing that is happening? Or do you want to live in a life that constantly sells you, that constantly is like a business? It sells you concepts, it sells you messages, downloads, it sells you information, and you have to constantly be ingrained in that. You are not an information absorbing machine. Yes, life is supposed to be something to be learned from. You are going to learn a lot, but that comes through experiences, that comes through actually living the real thing, right? So this comes from you stopping to be dependent on these things. And think about the best example that I can give, even if whether you're a student right now or not, or maybe you have a boss in your workplace, whatever, just think about someone who you constantly try to do something to appease them. And this is not people pleasing behavior, it's just this thing. Like, let's say, take working for grades. It's not you necessarily showing and proving yourself that you can do this much. It's just you doing what you need to do and you doing the best at it. But it's also you owing yourself to this concept of getting a good grade. And if you do this to the extreme, then what happens is you become owed to this concept so much that you start to not see the true reality of what this is, which is that you are studying and the grades will come later. It's not you being dependent on the grades, it's not you getting the grades, it's not you telling grades, please come to me. It's you doing the best level that you can and letting go of the rest. Until a certain point, we can be dependent upon concepts, we can be dependent upon hope, on faith, right? It's a way of us gaining control. But after a certain point, what happens is instead of gaining control, you have to flip the narrative. You have to think about what would happen if instead of gaining control, I could start to let go. I could start to let go of being dependent. And if you've struggled with attachment, this is something that would be really beneficial. Now, this is not me selling a concept to you as well. This is me stating something that I have learned for the past few days. Because what has happened and what has made me return back to making videos like this right now is the fact that not many people understand that this is not a life that you constantly learn and gain so that you can become. Owning your becoming is not constantly doing it. How can I put across my idea? Owning your becoming is a process that involves you being incredibly transparent with those around you, incredibly transparent with God, incredibly transparent with yourself, so that you do not become something, but you try to stop falling into the trap of you having to be much more than who you already are. It's about being so incredibly invested in just looking at what you want and not trying to get that by chasing or by attracting or by anything. It's you just living. It's like this straight graph. It's you living, 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 living. You're not going to have these ups because it's not whatever you're going to be consuming. It's not going to make you this high. It's not going to make you this low. Any person will never make you this high or this low. You're not going to have these ups and downs and ups and downs because you're not dependent on anything. And this is not you being cold. This is just you living for yourself. So, owning your becoming is not being dependent, but that is just in simple terms. I want to convey you this feeling that I've been feeling. It's this heart awakening. It's this awakening to the world and not just what the people in the world offer. Yes, social media detoxing is okay, but the thing is to actually detox from this idea of having to constantly be something all the time. What we must do is just look at the depth that we already have instead of looking at yourself like someone to learn from. Why not, or looking at others like someone to learn from, why not change it to how can I be more in my presence? How can I look at what I am avoiding? How can I try to not fall into whatever I think I should do and instead ground into what I feel most aligned with? Once you start to understand that life is much more than what is sold to you, you start being the one that sells you the right thing. And I think that's when everything will change, because then you know that what actually works for you is this. So you can use that as gold for yourself. Because then, since you already have the gold and you already know that being dependent on other things is just going to make you lose this, why would you lose that? So you could ground into this gold instead. You could ground into yourself instead and own that. You're not owed to this gold. This gold is not owed to you, but you have got something right now. So, how can you hold this in such an honorable way that it makes you feel more in tune with what you were actually brought here to do? Yeah, I just said all of that without a script. Just see how we creators are so conditioned to have to tell you actionable steps and whatever. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Let's just see what happens. Have you understood anything that I've said? Great if you have not, because then you can come back when you have understood it in your own life, and then you can say, wow, this girl may be onto something. And then you can start watching my videos or whatever you feel called to. Because in the end, you're in a phase right now and you're going through it and you have to go through it. But when you go through it, you're going to be your own seller to yourself and you're going to think about things that you first thought about. And then that is when everything comes full circle. And then, just like me, how I am here again, you're going to return back to what matters. So everything's going to be okay.